Whoa! It's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash building video. Today I'm probably going to be embarrassing myself. I'm going to be trying to make an art level. See, being colorblind is one thing. I get mixed up with blue and purple, orange and green, gray and pink too. But I'm also just terrible at making art. So one thing I want to do today is try and make like a nature themed background to see if I can get better at it. So first off, I'm going to be making a black screen above the level that's going to fade off and reveal the art. I'm going to use group 11 to move this on the x-axis actually. So I'm probably going to reserve groups 1 to 10 for alpha triggers on opacity 0 and then 0.1 for 2 and continued. I'm taking this very seriously, obviously. All right, and then we just fade this off pretty much immediately. So for my background, I'm picturing like trees on a hill. I think I'm just going to make my hills out of these green semicircles with the curves. Gonna change the brightness all the way down to like 0.74. Yeah, perfect. This can be B4, and I'm gonna say number 1. Don't fade, don't enter. Creating some nice little hills in the background. Something like this. I'll obviously cover up the space in the front. So here's my background hill. Oh. This is hideous. Okay, let's just rock with this for now. I guess I'll try and shade it next. We gotta have grass objects on there, obviously. We're going to paste the state in the color, and we're going to change the brightness of it ever so slightly downwards. The grass is a little bit darker. It's going to be on the next Z order up though, so it's visible. And as well as that, I'm going to put glow in the front right here, which is going to be the layer above that again with the same brightness as the actual hill. So hopefully when I play test right now, the grass should it's kind of blended in. It's not great, but nice. I have something else that I can texture this hill with. So obviously this isn't great. I'm going to stick it out of the grass sometimes. All right, let's see how this went. I'm just trying to stick it out of the... Oh, it's just kind of strange at the moment. I'm also going to move this to the side a little bit and give it a group to move it backwards. I'm also moving it to the right ever so slightly before I start so I can focus on the left details a bit more without worrying about this huge gap on the left of the screen that you can't really place blocks onto. So I wonder now, on top of this, am I going to be able to texture this further with some more bright glow on top, like so. I'm gonna try and match the curves here. There we go. We're getting some texture in now, and then maybe on top we can scale up some cloud objects like so, just to get a bit of extra texture in the hill. Should this be darker? Yes, it should. This looks actually not that bad. Hold on a second. This isn't awful. Dude, that's not bad. Come on. Come on now. And now I'm going to make another layer of this hill slightly further down. It's going to be above everything I just placed. It's going to be significantly brighter, I think, up to minus 0.66. Then I'm going to work on transferring every other detail that I added onto this layer with the brightness changes above and below minus 0.66. And then we just move this down. So if I just scale this up a little bit. The clouds are coming up here too. All right, we have ourselves some hills, I think. I don't know about this, to be honest. It looks kind of... okay, and the reason that I made another layer is because I'm going to try and do a parallax. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try and copy paste this onto itself. I'm going to link this together in case this goes wrong because I don't trust myself. Okay, so these layers are going to be on the secondary editor layer of like 15, just so I can select them all together. On a new group 13, and then I have to do the exact same for this layer that I just made. God, I'm being very risky with my scaling. Just trying to match this hill with the other one. Okay. Okay, so now I'm trying to think, should the background move faster than the foreground or not? I'm actually so stupid. I don't even know. I'm gonna try moving the background faster than the foreground. Just to see what happens. Just to see if I like it, you know? Now here's the grand reveal of what I've got so far. Hold on, let me turn off the progress bar like that. I'm also gonna turn off the particles that appear over the top of everything just to make this as clean as possible. Alright, the big reveal. Here it is. Here's my... Oh my god, my FPS counter. How do I even turn it off? There we go. Oh, I need the intense music as well. It's not bad. There's more to be added, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. Let me put the very foreground shrubs on a super high layer. I'm gonna try and make a tree. I'm gonna use semicircles again, facing each other. The issue is that these foreground clouds have a gradient at the bottom and they kind of disappear. So what I'm gonna have to do is just stack them down like this to try and mount all that up. Yeah, there we go. Now it's blocked. Just slowly scale these down so it kind of moves inwards. There we go. It's getting thinner. And I can probably stick this out and scale it down collectively. And then I'm gonna try and just copy paste the same thing over and over again so we get a little stack. This is not a tree. This is absolutely not a tree. What am I doing? This is awful. Oh boy. So I gotta make this brown. How do you even make brown like this? Bro, that's just maroon. How do you make brown? Nah. How do you make brown? Dude, Why can't I get better than this color? Please. Please, can I get a... That's just black. That's just straight up black. How? Tree brown hex code. 764C48. Okay. I was looking in the complete wrong direction, I think. That just doesn't look brown, dude. That looks maroon. No way that's tree color. Okay, now this is giving me orange. And... that's better. All right, finally. This is still hideous, but it's bearable. If I just copy the values again and then get some curve objects, I can decrease the brightness a lot. Try and like scale the edges here. Scale as in like change the size and actually give it a texture. This is where the earlier opacities come into play. All I have to do is set this to like group number 7 and then maybe scale these down onto themselves. We're getting there. I'm trying to make the layers less opaque and I'm gonna have to add some glow on this too. Oh god. Why did I decide to do this, dude? This is embarrassing. Okay, that's not... oh, it's pretty awful, I can't lie. This is the worst tree I've ever seen in my life. But it's okay. I think I know a fix. I just need a super dark version of this glow in the middle. Oh, hell nah. Okay, how about we start off at that brightness, and then we scale up the glow slightly, increase the layer, and decrease the brightness, maybe? So it gets darker towards the bottom. Oh, now it's above the bushes. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm making leaves now, and this should be a very easy process of just having some darker and some brighter, and just rotating these around. Like, I got this pretty easy. Gonna make this one slightly brighter if I can. Just gotta adjust some of the brightnesses here. This is awful! Dude, just leave me alone. Let's just put this tree in the foreground. Why not? Group 15 can barely move, I think. That should be like a minus 30. All right, let's get this moving. Gotta have different scales of it, too. Let's see if I can just make a massive one that ends up being mostly a trunk. Oh, it's not that bad. Hey. Oh, God, the huge tree is hideous. Please don't show any more of that. No, these have more gas in them to move further. Hey, at least I've tried. The scaled up circles are awful. The tree doesn't look good when it's scaled up. The glow kind of breaks, I think. If I'm seeing that right, hold on. Yeah, you see, there's tiny little lines. If I zoom in, they become even more apparent. Where the glow just kind of breaks when you scale it up, but that's okay. That's just the age on the tree, obviously. What if I set everything to B3 instead of B4? Obviously, the circles will be allowed to stay on B2. If I grab this tree and go on to B4, or whatever, just imagine they're on top for now. I'll fix it in a second. I could put trees way off in the back. I could set these to a different group, moving the fastest. Then I could get a screen like this to sit over the background at the very top of B4. On the group, I think 4 for low opacity-ish. On maybe group 6, so it's not very opaque. And then I just make a new color channel to copy the color of the background. So then... oh, yes! The trees in the background will be more faded. Dude, let's go! And then even further back in the background, I could put some low opacity clouds on white blending, which could use the exact same parallax groups. We could have some clouds on a 13 and then some others 14. As long as these clouds also lock to the x-axis as well as moving back, then this should be fine. Yeah! Oh, hell yeah, this is cool. I'm actually having so much fun. What the heck? I'm having way more fun than I thought I would have. I actually thought I was gonna get owned in this video just because I've never made an art level before, but I'm actually kind of happy with what I've made. Like, sure, it's not astounding, but like, I'm so pleased with what I've made. Like, look, I've just made a sunset. I've literally just made a sunset. This is so cool. I've just realized that all of my movements were the wrong way around and that the back should be moving slower than the front, which is really awkward. If I just change all the movements there, it should be quicker on the front and slower in the back, so this parallax should be more accurate. Yeah, that feels a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also gonna try and turn this level to nighttime as we go through, so it's not always day. The level is 15 seconds long approximately, so I'm gonna make a 20-second fade out of the background, and then also change the yellow that I have on color channel 5 over to an orange. The green should also darken from this. Oh, I kind of dig how the foreground gets super bright all of a sudden and the hills become shadows because of how dark they actually are compared to the color channel. Okay, that's B3 and 6. What about the top of the layer behind? B3, 5. Damn it. See, my thing is, I now want to add blocks to this. So I'm going to have to individually decrease the Z order of every single item on the layer behind. And with that done, I think I'm just going to add some really basic blocks. I'm going to add some black blocks with black glow on that layer between, which should be B4 and 5. Wow. Well, that didn't work. Why? Oh, because the hills are B3. Duh. Okay, this is not the place to put objects, I feel. Like, this looks stupidly goofy, but I'm doing it anyway because it's funny. Oh, imagine if art levels did this. They just blended GD blocks into the background. Oh, hell nah. One thing I would probably unironically do for an obstacle is place a saw in the middle of the tree and put like little pulsing red fruits in it. Okay, that looks ugly without any sort of shading. Hold on. I just gotta select the circles, put it on the next Z order up, copy paste, go on the Z order behind, make them black and a low opacity. But let's just make sure that this all moves with the tree and we should be good to go. And then can I just copy paste and flip and scale down? Pretty much, like, I'm not expecting this to be perfect. You could just see a saw blade in the trees. That's really funny. Okay, that's so cool. When it moves off the screen, you can see exactly how it's made. But I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave you with a nice peaceful area to watch as the outro happens. Thank you for watching this Geometry Dash trying to build an art level video. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.